what's up, y'all? So, look, man, I'm super nerding out, but I just got back from a vacation, or sort of a vacation. I was gone for 3 days, flying and everything, and I'm gonna have to get these because like I don't like these videos being vertical on YouTube, but man, like I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos. I'm trying to find stuff, man, where I'm not like crazy, like I'm like the only one making these videos or like any kind of microdosing videos, and with athletics and cardiovascular and fitness and stuff like that. So far I think I'm the only one that I've seen anything on. So but like there's definitely some very specific things that are, I think, unique to what I'm doing in comparison to what other people are doing. Of anything, anybody that's come anything close to what I'm even doing in the first place. But so it's microdosing mushrooms and cycling, and I'm leaving all this stuff on because I'm super into it. I just got done with my ride, and usually I do the videos out on my ride or whatever, but it's dark out, so um, I came back indoors to do this. But so like this microdosing mushrooms and cycling. Um, I haven't been cycling for a while, but I used to be really into it, and about 2019, everything kind of dropped off, and I almost kind of stopped completely, pretty much. And before that, like the last probably 3 or 4 months, crazy how it always works out for me. Right before something it comes to an end for me, like I have like a really strong run. So like the last 3 or 4 months in 2019 that I was cycling, like I was doing 5-6 hour rides, like pretty regularly, like leaving at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and just riding like crazy. Lost a bunch of weight. I was like, the first time I'd gotten into a medium-sized kit, and that was awesome. So I've never been like a super good climber or anything. Like I'm more like a rolling hills kind of time trialing sort of setup kind of person, and I'm really not super strong, but somehow I get like pretty good times, and like I can keep up with a lot of people. Whatever. That's either here nor there, but you can follow everything that I do on Strava at Matt Riley. But so tonight, I did Golden Teachers, so 250 milligram of Golden Teachers, and that's a pretty high microdose. So when you watch these videos, okay, like so, it's like a cup of coffee, and everybody uses the drug caffeine in fitness, and it's a pretty shitty, low quality, low grade drug. But don't be fooling yourself. If you're using caffeine, which everybody is, like you're using drugs. So don't take like a high and mighty road with me, because it's not going to go very far with me. But so caffeine, like I've always said this about caffeine, and when I was cycling before, like I don't use caffeine. I get away from it. I'm still using it right now, but I'm looking to drop it off and just replace it with fruit, because caffeine, it just races. It just makes your heart race, and it gets your heart rate up. But like you don't have any control over it, like, or you have limited control. It's more of just like a go 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 go. But that doesn't always work out for longer efforts, and when you're trying to control intensities, because the caffeine just pushes you and like doesn't ever let you recover. So it's good like when you're just completely out and you're about to bonk, or you're waking up in the morning to use it up to wake up in the morning. I pretty much just use it to go to the bathroom in the mornings, or just like I just sip on it. Like I don't really drink that much, and I don't really like to drink that much, but I have to say that I am drinking coffee right now before exercises to some degree, some of them. And I'm telling you, man. So today I'm getting back from I flew in this morning or whatever, just a day of traveling, and I've kind of just was nonstop traveling for the past 3 days. And I did the first hill before like the microdose kicked in, and like I was dragging ass, man, and like I wasn't even sure if I was gonna make it to the top of that hill the first time, and just like super heavy breathing, and just like when your lungs just got that fire, dude. Like I was like shit. Like I couldn't stand up and pedal, you know, like I couldn't stand up and attack or anything. Like I was just like pull, like completely, completely struggling. And so I went down the hill, and like I was gonna turn up this other hill that I usually do, but I was like, man, I can't do it because it's super steep, and it's short but it's steep. And so I went down and around, and I was like, all right, I like, you know, I coasted down a little bit and did like a little baby hill or whatever, and it felt okay. And I was like, so I'm gonna turn up the next drive that has a pretty steep part in it, and just see how I feel, because I don't want to go all the way down. I don't want to go all the way down the hill and then not even be able to come back up, or like just have it really really suck, because that would just suck and be embarrassing too. So I went up that one, man, and it was just like I was like right back where I left off a couple days ago. Felt great, and ended up doing like 3 laps. I'm pretty sure, like 3 of my laps, different routes, but and finishing with a ton of energy. Like as you can see, like right now, man, like I have a ton of energy. It's not cracked out energy, like it's clarity energy, and like fresh energy, and like there's no penalty. Like I'm saying, like a lot. There's no there's no come down. There's no side effects. Like it's pretty incredible. And as far as like cycling goes, like in competitive sport in general, but cycling is something else. It's like golf on steroids, and it kind of is on steroids. But but so is golf too. But it is hyper competitive, and any kind of advantages are, you know, hard to come by and taken all the time, you know. And like this is just like one of the incredible hacks, or it's not even a hack. That's a stupid word. I don't even want to use that word. It's an incredible performance enhancement drug, if you want to call it a drug. I don't even call it a drug. Something in nature, grows in nature, like in its purest form, and no chemicals or synthesized anything or anything added to it by humans to artificially inflate it or to amp it up or anything like that. So I'm fully on board with continuing this. Like I go down hills like with tons of clarity and as much control as ever, and like hopefully I don't ever crash, but I have crashed in the past. Sometimes my fault and sometimes not. So like if I crash or anything in the future, like you can't blame anything on this. It's just the way that I am. And I have a lot of clarity. Like my vision, like tonight, like it was super dark, and my lights aren't that good. But they're not good for like night riding. Like they're just good for like indicators. And just felt great, like tons of control, great vision, like super like mental clarity. It's really, that's what I think it comes down to the most, is just mental clarity. I don't really think it gives like any sort of advantage, like chemically, or some sort of like it's really, it your brain starts functioning with an awareness, a heightened awareness, and it's able to do more with what you already have. Like with what you have, you're just able to maximize what you do and stay focused for longer. And it's pretty incredible, and it's fun to like even think about. And like this ride out here is like awesome. Like I saw like a buck. There's coyotes. I am mildly nervous that there's mountain lions out there, because there are mountain lions around here. And I'm gonna get jumped by a mountain lion or a pack of coyotes that I see out here all the time. But there would in like there's I have we've been I, like I journal everything, man. I got a book and everything. Like I got a book, Those are mushrooms that I have access to, and those are the actual ones. And even the photography of these mushrooms is all pretty new. Um, so not only am I going to be like documenting everything that I do, I've already published a book that for journaling, and I got one. I actually got two, but I changed the cover. I got two of them, but I changed the cover, and I'm gonna change some of the inside stuff. So I'm gonna start handing that out to some people here locally in some of the groups I'm in and stuff. And it's like a cup of coffee. I was making the coffee analogy earlier, and I didn't complete my thought. But when you have a cup of coffee, like everybody has the brand that they like. They have the creamer, or what if they like if there's sugar, and everybody's got their mixture. Everybody's got their setup. They know the formula, and like it's a consistent formula, and like not when to go overboard, and like just what you like, and it's calculated, and it's not much different if you do it the way that I'm doing it, and do it the way that I'm gonna start showing you how to do it, or start laying a path of how to do it. It makes it just like your coffee. Like you've got to have your own supply. Like you need to be cultivating your own stuff, and that's or buying if you have access to buying it. Or if you're in Colorado or Oregon and you can buy some stuff, you can buy a consistent brand. At least that's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. Or maybe hopefully you got a friend that grows or something and has a supply, and just do a consistent supply, like, and learn the different kinds of mushrooms. Like this was the first time I've done golden teachers on a microdose cycling, and it was pretty awesome. They were pretty good. They were a good amount of energy, and I don't the effect tonight was pretty awesome because I was beat, and then like they started to kick in, and it just like totally changed. Didn't give me energy, man. It just like it made me more confident. Like I just like I got into it. It's really fucking awesome, and so like having the supply, and then that's consistent, and measuring them and knowing what product you have, knowing that it's been like grown um, with the attention and the care that it takes to grow mushrooms, and you're gonna have a really good experience. You're gonna have a really good experience, and I've seen a lot of stuff online on YouTube about people don't microdose, more than 2 times a week or something like that, or you're gonna get some sort of tolerance build up. And man, like there's a lot of people that are sane, like they have good intent, but they're just chiming stuff that they've heard. Like there's like a circulation, there's like a limited amount of information out there in the first place regarding psychedelics, and especially and shrooms even. There's a lot of it's a lot of anecdotal um, testimony and evidence, and then there is some like real like university, paid for um, studies and things like that. So like there's information out there, but there's a lot of people that are they're just strictly just chiming it, and they're just regurgitating it and recycling it, and it's pretty good information, and you can be fine doing that, but like it doesn't mean that they're the one that they're actually doing it themselves. And there's a big difference in that. Like there's actually a huge difference in that. Like they can even say that they're selling like the kits. Like I've even seen where they're trying to sell the kit, like a grow kit, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're growing them themselves. And the person talking to you is talking to you from a place where they're telling you personal experience. They're telling you documented experience, and like documented knowledge and stuff like that. Where I'm giving you some of like the nuances and real world, real life situations. I'm actually cycling. I'm actually doing something, and man, I could just go on forever. I'm gonna have to make a lot of these live videos, but I'm not building up any tolerance. Like I've been consistently documenting and doing this day in and day out, even multiple times a day, and feeling great, no side effects whatsoever. My overall well-being and happiness has been just like steadily going up and getting better. Productivity, like my appetite's still good. I'm still like drinking water. It's pretty incredible. So that's kind of like been debunked as far as I'm concerned. Like, you don't build up a tolerance as far as I'm concerned. I haven't noticed that at all. Like the true idea of a microdose is that you don't feel like you don't get like the visual effects or like some of like the body high of the mushroom when you're doing a microdose. Like, it's supposed to be all sub-perceptual. And so people start like, so if that's the truth, if it's like completely sub-perceptual, then it doesn't really matter too much, in my opinion. And this is just opinion. I'm not any kind of doctor or anything like that. I'm just a doer. But if it's all sub-perceptual and it's all not supposed to be felt, one, you need to make sure that you're measuring it and you got a consistent product. Otherwise, that's going to be really hard to do. Two, what's the super concern? Like, I don't get like the super concern. Like, if you're already microdosing and you're already on a regimen and you're using consistent product and you're using consistent measurements and it's all sub-perceptual, you found a dose that's sub-perceptual for you at the same time of day and the same consistently in like where you're eating food and like in the morning after a meal or whatever the case. If it's sub-perceptual, you can do anything. Like, you can have your normal day. You can go out and have your normal day, and it's all sub-perceptual anyways. So it's no more. I mean, like, caffeine is more of a disruptor to like your driving or your day or your attitude or your behavior with friends and family or at work. Like, seriously, caffeine is significantly more side effects than this. I don't know. I'm kind of losing my train of thought, and it's going on a 20-minute video here. But these are all live, so I don't retake them. I don't edit them. I'm getting kind of hungry. I want to take off all this crap. But follow me on Strava. Check out my Instagram. Follow me here for more videos and more content, because it's coming.